Good afternoon, everybody. So, this afternoon in beautiful Denver, Colorado, we have Officer McGregor from District 4 out here picking and choosing his targets. So, we're just currently watching him in action. I just got done recording him targeting a woman. Just recording my government on duty. He told me to have a nice day after I just got done recording him, telling him he looks like a little child predator with his mustache. He is a predator. Where's Pet Patrol when you need them, everybody? Where's Predator Patrol when you need them? So he's going to go spend probably about 50 man-hours as the Denver Police Department and their upper administration are complaining about how they're so understaffed and they can't fight violent crime. But boy, they sure got hundreds and hundreds of man-hours, week after week after week, to harass the homeless. I mean, hundreds of man-hours. Harass them, chase them all over the place, criminalize them. He just put a seizure notice on Nicole's camper that we just got out of impound last night. Isn't that interesting? And guess what the guys at Dick's told Nicole? They said, you better get out of the area because we all talk. Uh-huh. These low-life, wannabe men try to make themselves feel way more important than they ever will be in their entire lives by going out and targeting women. Unreal. Out of hell. Yeah, he's not doing that so much right now. Let's see who else he's after today. I'm not reading comments. What a life. I get out of bed in the morning and I put on 20 pounds of gear because I'm a badass mofo. And I'm out there taking down every woman I can. I wonder how many times he rehearses that in the mirror with his new mustache. Wait till you see his mustache. He wants to try to look more pornish, if you will. we're just scooching through here, the farthest part of District 4. We're off about 2nd and Bryant. In this, beautiful industrial area where the noise and air pollution is like, going green. See, McGregor, he's been kind of lucky about the past month. I haven't been in the right place at the right time. I've been busy with some other things as well. McGregor is going exactly the speed limit, using all of his turn signals all the time. He's trying to figure out where the best optics are for him right now, so he can look good on camera. I guess he hasn't figured that out yet. Oh, here, he's found a car he can target right here. Oh, nope, I guess we're moving on. Somebody's living in their car. Homelessness isn't increasing. He's just patrolling the area for safety. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Maybe McGregor doesn't want to get out of his car again. Bummer. That truck barely cleared the front end of that cop car. Huh. Hey, unindoctrinated, how are you? We got this truck just parked here in the middle of the road, just totally fucking up traffic. McGregor's just driving on by. Nobody in it. He tried to quick get up there to run that yellow red light, but he stopped. Oh, there he goes. He's gonna make a right turn. Oh, look at him. Boy, he tried to lose me there. He hurried up the hill so he could turn on Clay Street. Whew. Boy, is he gone. Where'd you go, McGregor? Oh, you're speeding through the neighborhood, huh? Yeah, he went to hide. Where'd you go, McGregor? You little bitch. Where'd the little bitch go? Oh, he's long gone. Look, he's gonna get back to the cop shop and they're gonna be like, oh my God, good job, McGregor. Good job. He's probably got a parking space on private property so he can go harass and molest, you little fucking bitch. Ugh. He gunned it. He frickin' gunned it to get away from me. Alright, well, enough of that. So, let's pull over here for a minute, because I do need to run. Oh, there he is! Oh, he thought he had me. Oh, that's funny. Nice try. Holy shit! 50, 60 miles an hour down this residential street, at least. At least. Yep. Kicking up dirt and rocks down here at Canosa and Alameda. Holy shit, McGregor. Cutting the people off. Whoa. He's almost to federal. Wow. He's pretty freaking desperate. He made that little quarter-mile trek in no time. See, it's okay if they drive like that. It's not okay if we do it. Yeah, he made a left turn here at Decatur and Alameda. He's gone. But you know what? Denver can drive recklessly like this. If it means getting off camera and getting away from getting caught being a little tyrant bitch, that's okay. There was a press release done yesterday. Well, it wasn't a press release. It was a little party that the Denver Police Department had for three or four citizens. And I watched it. And the bulk of the story is a motorcycle cop for Denver back in July got involved in some kind of, routine traffic stop on I-25 in the fast lane, lost control of his motorcycle, and hit the concrete barrier. And 3 heroes stopped on I-25 and parked their vehicles to protect the officer laying on the highway. And the Denver Police Department describes it as it being an anomaly. Officer's motorcycle experienced an anomaly. You get that, everybody? So when you lose control of your vehicle and you hit the concrete median on an interstate and you shut down a major interstate, it's an anomaly. Okay? It's an anomaly. Denver makes themselves look so stupid over and over and over again. The shit they do to explain and hide for the sake of being viewed as heroes is quite interesting. So, at any rate, that's that. But right now, I think what I set out to do, I'm going to go do. I just happened to see McGregor over there harassing some of those folks. Nicole being one of them. So yeah, the update is that Dix went ahead and released her camper. Apparently with a notarized bill of sale, which Nicole Give me 1 second here. Which Nicole was able to apparently get done with the previous owners of the RV. Apparently there's an issue with the title. I don't know what it is. But of course Dick's wanted their money. We have no process still. Englewood came back with that records request that I did from that 6-hour stream. For those of you that were watching that or even care, I did the records request again, asking Englewood for their contract that specifically speaks about Dick's Towing confiscating vehicles. Well, guess what? What I already knew, they don't have one. And in writing, I have a records request that says we are operating in agreement and best practice. Yeah, best practice. So Dick's has an agreement with somebody at the Englewood Police Department to take people's stuff on a whim. Just do whatever you want with it. That's the agreement that Englewood has with Dick's Towing. So this is a very, very serious issue, and I'm not going to let this go. And it has something to do with something much bigger than homelessness. It has to do with how a government entity could possibly be that much in bed with a private tow company and there not be some nefarious things going on. Here's the other kicker. Nicole's RV has been her home for 5 years, this particular RV. She tows a trailer with it that has all of her belongings in it. Mind you, the RV was cleared. It's not stolen, so it's not their property. So they knew they were going to have a hell of a time trying to keep that RV. They don't want to have it taking up space in their lot. So they were willing to let that go. Because guess where the bulk of Nicole's life is? And the more dollar value of what she has. It's in that trailer. So that trailer is her own. Whether it's homemade or a cargo trailer that came with a VIN, I don't know. I don't know the details, but Dick's is claiming that they can't find a VIN on it. So it has to stay. And everything she owns in it stays with Dick's. So we need to figure out what's going to happen with that trailer. Because they're not giving it back. It's got some high dollar shit in it. And there is no hold, which means the police department hasn't said, we're holding this for probable cause for a crime that's been committed. So there's no criminal hold on any of her property. They got $225 out of her yesterday. And Dick's is going to turn around and bill the city as well for that tow. So there's a big problem here. And this is going to warrant an investigation by another state agency called the Attorney General. And it's also going to warrant an investigation by the PUC, the Public Utilities Commission, that oversees tow trucks. We talked about this in the past, about filing a complaint with the PUC, which I think everyone should do. It's public knowledge that they're stealing property because they have no agreement with at least the city of Englewood. They also tow for Sheridan. So how many years has this been going on? How many people have lost their property for lack of due process? Where are the laws that state we get to keep your stuff if you can't prove you own it? Because I can't find any of those. I'm not an attorney, but I'm going to have to sit down and do some more research. So in the coming months, you're going to see me making a shift again. And the day is going to come that I announce that I'm done responding out on the streets, because there's nothing more I can do out here on the streets. The few friends, and I call them friends, that I have left out here on the streets are mostly choosing to stay in this war zone. Okay? I can't help them. The laws are against us to save their homes. There has to be a higher level approach. And there are no attorneys right now in the state of Colorado willing, civil rights attorneys willing to take this on. Because even in the California district courts, they're losing these cases. In the 9th Circuit. We're in the 10th, 8th, we're in the 10th. California's in the 9th with all those states on the West Coast. So I don't pretend to be an expert in case law, but when the civil rights attorneys tell us that even California courts are ruling against the homeless, we're in big trouble. It happens in waves. So you see it all happen first in California, and then you see the waves shift into Colorado. So we're like maybe a year or two, maybe 3 behind, maybe only about a year now. So for my friends on the street, you know the game. Government wants you to die, okay? And they're going to seize your stuff. And you're the only one that can help you at the end of the day, okay? It feels very comforting to me to come out here and tell McGregor what a stupid little perverted little bitch he is. It feels great, you guys. I love it. It's easy. But I can't help you. So, a lot of things have happened in the past month with the writing on the wall about needing to make a shift in my activism. So it's coming, and governments are not going to like it. So be prepared, because the unraveling is really going to start to happen. Denver, I don't care that much about unraveling Denver. Denver's a completely lost cause. Denver has delved so deep into full-blown socialism, testing the communist waters every day, okay? Denver just received hundreds of immigrants that were bused here. And the city has no clue where they came from. They know they came from the southern border, but they just don't know why they're here. But miraculously, the city was able to instantly erect shelter for the hundreds of immigrants that landed in Denver. If you don't see what's going on here, you're ignorant. So unignorize yourself and get with the program, okay? And understand the spiral that we see every day in this country. Denver just raised taxes. Solve homelessness again. I've come out here today alone. There are 5 new campers out here that I didn't see yesterday. There's at least 2 new cars that I didn't see yesterday, where it's obvious people are living in them. If you call yourself an American and you understand freedom and you don't see where the rubber meets the road in government getting to decide who lives and dies, and it actually unfolding right before your eyes, you're not paying attention. Aside from the daily despair of what I experience, government is easy to tackle without any emotional commitment. Building relationships on the streets, not so much. And it's been a series of bad news pretty much every single day. People have died out here. One of the individuals that died out here, his daughter has since attempted suicide. And so a lot of things have transpired that are really having me second guess what good it's going to do to come out here and ultimately have to fight harder for people that can't fight half as hard for themselves. I can't do it. It's an impossible equation. It's got a negative answer. Okay? So things are really shifting. And after the first of the year, things are going to take a big shift. So right now, the transition is happening. Ed, how are you? Good to see you. Local nonprofits? No. They don't exist unless they're partnering with government. Churches, food banks, direct street outreach, very few. Very few. And they're not coming out here on the streets because government is winning the war, right? So we know why. There's not enough people in the battle. So we can win a few select battles, and we'll take those. We will. But at the end of the day, they have all the manpower and all the guns. And the more we try to stand up for people having a right to survive, the likelihood increases of us losing our lives. That sums it up pretty good, right? How did I do on that? So, right now though, we need to make a jaunt over to Englewood because I need some answers on some records requests. And then I have to figure out a couple of other things with Englewood. But I would like to understand from a public standpoint how long Englewood intends to withhold that body cam footage of that arrest of Nicole. For those of you that watched that stream, you didn't miss how bruised up Nicole was. Okay? Englewood, just the other day, shot and killed a dog in the Walmart parking lot because I got a call for someone that supposedly pulled a gun on somebody. So they get over to the Walmart, and apparently, supposedly, they're ordering the suspect out of the car, and not real sure if it was the suspect's dog, somebody else's dog, stray dog, I don't really know. But the story was that this mean, aggressive dog charged the officers. There were, I don't know, 10 or 15 officers already on the call. And one of them, of course, opened fire on the dog. 10 rounds in a Walmart parking lot. I'm quite surprised they didn't shoot each other. A friend of mine who is very involved with police dogs and the treatment of the police dogs and how animals die at the hands of police. He's run an organization in Colorado for quite a while. He does some national work, but we talked the other day, and he reached out to Englewood and asked them if they accounted for all of their errant rounds. And oh yeah, they have. It was fine. Nobody was hurt, no property damage, no nothing. Everything's great. We just 10 rounds. Dog died. It's all good. We don't have to release anything. We'll just tell you what you want to hear. That body cam footage will be held up for years. And, you know, this story will be old news by then, right? You see what's going on here with Englewood. So what Englewood did with Nicole's case is they combined her arrest with her boyfriend's, even though they're two separate cases, and they charged him with interference. I don't think he got charged with resisting arrest. He got charged with interference because he wouldn't give up the keys to Nicole's RV. They wanted those keys. Imagine that. Englewood, they needed those keys right away to that RV. So anyway, he's out of jail. But I want to know when we're going to see that body cam footage. So I made that request for the body cam footage with Englewood. And they said they were going to put it in the queue. But the problem with that is it could sit in the queue for years. So what I want to know is if they're going to divide those cases. And if any of the reports from Nicole's camper confiscation are releasable. Also, for those of you that have watched the video of Denver Metro Audits and I going over to Littleton to retrieve his hoodie. Y'all remember that video? Maybe somebody can put it in here because it's important to note that given my previous experiences with the Littleton Police Department just a year and a half ago on how they conduct themselves with their internal affairs investigations, I felt it necessary to file an IA complaint on that little interaction. So here's the gist of the story. Denver Metro Audits is a victim, literally a victim of a serious crime. A guy that decided to open fire on him on Santa Fe. Four years ago. The guy ends up getting caught, goes to prison because he did it again to like 3 more people. And now Denver Metro Audits wants his hoodie back, his property. And so he's playing this game, this phone tag game with the detective that was on the case. At one point, she told him he could have it. He called the evidence people to come pick it up. Evidence people copped an attitude with him, told him he couldn't have it. He needed to go back to the detective. Then the detective wouldn't follow up with any phone calls. So ultimately, a year and a half of this going on, Denver Metro Audits and I decide to go over to Littleton to retrieve his hoodie. So we're at the window of records. Hang on. And Joanne, who's evidence clerk there has everything handled because the detective won't come out. She's busy. She's in a meeting. They're all in a meeting. There was nobody else to help us because they're all in a meeting, right? Hang on. How come these things always break? Yeah, for crying out loud. So, Joanne gets it arranged, and she sends the same records, or the same property evidence guy out that copped an attitude with Denver Metro Audits to begin with. So Denver Metro Audits says to him, hey, do you remember me? Do you remember that phone conversation? And you told me you didn't have to do your job and blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, no. You want your property or not? You know what? I don't care if we are the most hostile, ugly, horrible, nastiest people in the entire world. It is your job to be the professional. And so he decides that he doesn't want to give him his property. So he goes walking off with it to the back. And I stood up and I said, hey, Mr. Dickface, what's your process? Tell us your process. And it was literally about that loud and for about that long. Me speaking. And he goes and runs and hides behind the doors. Well, next thing you know, there's all kinds of people available to help. Imagine that. 5 cops, including a Sergeant Martinez, who immediately stepped out the door and said, if you all are yelling, you have to leave. You need to leave. Nope, we're not leaving. Well, I ultimately filed a complaint on him specifically for escalating the situation, for creating a conflict where none otherwise would have ever existed had he not shown his face and tried to escalate. These are the very things we talk about all the time that we're sick and tired of. Do your job and do it right. We get the property, blah, 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 we leave. I file a complaint, and lo and behold, it gets assigned to a Commander Mandler. His name's Hal Mandler. Hal Mandler. And he's the commander of patrol. So he's doing a very unbiased investigation. My complaint was based on them not activating their body cams. Unprofessionalism with the intent to escalate. Well, that commander did his research. And here's his conclusion. He called me today to tell me this. I've come to the conclusion that your complaint is unfounded on the use of body cam because I have 4 cameras that were all activated. Oh, okay, that's good. Let me see those. Well, no, not so fast. Doesn't work like that for the public when you file a complaint. I said, oh, and you investigated by putting our videos into your investigation that show what happened before any of their body cams were activated, didn't you? You investigated thoroughly to reach your conclusion, right? Nope, didn't need them. These cops are so stupid. And they just assume the whole damn citizenry is just as dumb as they are. So this commander, who all these cops report to, all 5 of those cops report to, is doing the investigation. And he's found that his guys have done everything right. And he hasn't even included the facts into the investigation. Guess what, Littleton? You just proposed to me again. Isn't that something? Guess who else has proposed to me and several others? This is polygamy lifestyle. Sheridan. The city of Sheridan has proposed marriage with multiple people. So, if you're watching right now, we're on our way to Englewood. I'm sure 50 people have already called Englewood and said, lock your doors, she's coming. And I have to do it this way because nobody responds to my emails, you see. I wrote the city manager over in Englewood, Sean Lewis. He's not responding. You see how the police department responds. The records ladies, they're as helpful as they can be nowadays. The records ladies are helpful as they can be nowadays. They're not so shitty anymore. So we get along fairly well at the window. So, we're almost to the Englewood Police Department. Hey, whoever put that super chat in here, thank you very, very much. I did take some static video earlier of McGregor. And, you know, he waits to talk until he's in his car with his door locked and he's about to drive off. Have a nice day, Regan. That's because he's a little coward. He's growing a porn stash. That's why I'm going to have to publish that video so everybody can see that stupid ass sparse thing mop on his upper lip. Just hitting puberty. I mean, ugh. Even Red. Remember Red? And those guys? I think Red had a much better mustache going on. Red and Evie? DMA? Much better stash going on. Even Lane. That frickin' tyrant ass killer. He's even got a better mustache going on. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. I'm just comparing mustaches. Let's see what we're going to learn at Englewood. I really want to understand why Nicole was bruised so badly. Anybody remembers that? Oh, look. It's Denver Fire Department. Station 37. Pulling into the fire station. Oh, hey, guys. Oh, it's a girl. The unfriendly bunch. Hey, wave at me. Wave at me. Look, they won't even fucking wave. What'd I miss again? Why are flags at half staff? Here we are. I swear, every time I come over here, this all health van is just sitting in this parking lot. This is the mental health outreach team. Okay, hold on. We got to make some phone adjustments or else I'm going to lose battery power. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. And guess what? I have to go to the restroom. So let's head in here. See what kind of answers we can get today. We're going into the Englewood Police Department. We, together. Let's do it. So, these are the only glasses I have right now. Here we go, everybody. Do we have an answer for the flags being at half mast? What's going on there? Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. That's today? Oh, jeez. Sorry. Okay, got it. Wow, this month is moving quickly. Here we are at the 30 billion gazillion dollar building with all of its lights on. Oops. Okay, here we go. Look at this horse shit on the counter. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I was wondering,
Yes.
has anything changed since I was here the other day as far as anything in those reports being releasable, including that body cam footage? Because what I'm wondering now, did they keep those reports all as one?
This is all
For
about
Nicole's, the RV, her arrest, that body cam, you told her to come back the next day.
to see if it was ready.
Right, and she didn't. We weren't able to do that.
Okay.
So,
Do you have that case number again?
you know what? I don't. I came in here with absolutely nothing.
Oh, she knew it was. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let me look at that to see if it is releasable yet.
Yeah, anything in that whole case, from body cam footage. The interest is to see that arrest and understand why Nicole was so bruised up.
Okay.
And then also, I'm guessing no one here would be available to talk to me about them keeping her trailer that was attached to that RV. We got her RV back. Isn't that interesting?
They kept the trailer there?
And they kept her trailer.
So the trailer is still at Connolly's, but she has her RV back?
Yep. And if somebody has the power to call over there and tell them to release that, because Dix is trying to tell her that it's a separate motor vehicle, and it's not. It was attached to her RV, and they took it off of her RV. And everything of monetary value is in that trailer. Her generator, furniture. And so apparently they get to keep all of that.
Okay, so let me ask, so the trailer is enclosed then? It's not like
It
an
is.
open trailer?
Correct.
Okay.
Somebody from the police department could call over there and tell them to release it. So I'd like to know if that person's here today to...
To get some fingerprints.
Okay, let me look at the case first. And then
Perfect.
I'll see if somebody can meet with you about.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so she's gonna go check that out. sit here for a minute. Yeah, Ellie, we'll see. Put in a news tip to 7 News about your activism. Yeah, they don't care. Trust me. Y'all free to do that if you want. Yeah. Fat Daddy, look at the lights. I mean, seriously. We have to point it out every time we're here. Look at all of these damn lights. Do you know how much public service has gone up? You should see our electric bills here. But hey, you know what? Who gives a shit? Taxpayers are paying for that. I need help, Road Dog. Well, yeah, I do. But it ain't gonna happen. In this capacity of advocating for the homeless, it's too hard. It takes too much time. It takes too much thought. People aren't interested. It doesn't feel good. It's devastating. What are the other adjectives that describe why I'll never get any help doing this? Oh, it doesn't pay. So that's why the shift is coming. It's coming. Government is losing if people are not safe and fed, but not really. Road Dogs, you live in Florida, you'd love to help me? Well, boy, I'll tell you what, Florida has their own set of stuff, right? Do I work full-time too? No, DJ, I don't work full-time. But yeah, I do work. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I do need to go to the restroom. I get in the bad habit of just holding it forever. Okay, we're back at our favorite spot where we get to pick our favorite hero on the wall. Y'all, let's do the introductions. Michael Smith, the fire marshal. Tracy Jones, the division chief of who knows what. David LeClaire, the division chief of whatever. Sam Watson, the police chief. He doesn't really exist. It's just a picture of a guy. Vance Fender, who I was told is in the process of developing a contract with Dick's Towing right now. He's the deputy chief. Chad Reed, he's a division chief. I think he oversees like internal affairs from time to time. I don't know. Look, we got heroes galore here. You guys vote for your favorite hero while I go use the restroom. Aurora Police Department, these two. Aurora recognizing Englewood, imagine that. Oh look, City of Englewood Code Enforcement and Animal Welfare Division giving each other an award. The Colorado Association of Chiefs of Police Certificate of Accreditation for a police chief who never shows his face, never responds to emails, doesn't have to do shit. Of course, of course. All right, y'all, you hang out right here. Let me get y'all set up. Pick your favorite hero on the wall. Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh, that's about as good as it gets. I'll be right back. Okay, who's the winner of the chicken dinner? Did we pick a hero? Okay, so yeah, if you're just joining us, we're over here at Englewood to try to unravel some more about Nicole's arrest. We got her RV out of Dick's yesterday. Of course, they got their money. And then she went over into District 4, and the last thing she was told when she left Dick's, they told her to get out of the area because we all talk. And so she was over with people she felt safe with, and sure as shit, guess who showed up today? McGregor from Denver, District 4. Put a seizure notice on her camper. They also would like to seize her camper. So we're just waiting for the records lady to do some research on those reports to find out if the body cam that I already paid for. I have $25 on that body cam footage, which they're gonna do everything they can to not release that. The number one job of cops is to make money for the city/county. Jake, you win the internet today. Liberty Blair, how are you? Well, her bruised elbow, both arms, and both elbows, got documented by me. I don't know if she did go seek medical care or not. We didn't talk about it again. Like I said, only so many hours in the day for one person to do so many things in a given day. I hope she did go get checked out. Yeah, Ellie, Dick's Towing called and said, regarding her released RV, go tag it again. It's about vindictiveness, you see. Oh, Liberty Blair, I'm okay. I really am. Yeah, thanks, Shauna. And it doesn't help. You have to wait for simple answers from the dingbats. Well, truly, the dingbats in this whole building are the cops. And they have to clean up all their messes. True story. Hey, MLH. Oh yeah, just we're over back here in Englewood to see what we can figure out about what's releasable, the debacle around Nicole's stuff. Dix is going to keep her trailer. Here we go. She's got an answer for me.
So, Joel is coming out to talk to you, and then I can talk to you about the case, but I'll wait till you're done talking to
Sergeant Jose?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So he's on his way out to talk to you now.
Sure he is. They say that, and it's 45 minutes later. So, yeah, tell me what's releasable.
Okay, so the report is not releasable yet because the guy has not gone to court. So I can't give you that. But they might be able to release it over at the muni courts. Over at the
Yeah, no, we tried.
Okay. So
But
I can't release that.
See, that's what I can't figure out. Yeah, I am. Are you Sergeant Jose?
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Oh, you're a lieutenant now? Hi, I'm Regan. We haven't met.
Yeah, over the phone, we talked a little bit.
Yeah, we've talked a lot on the
Give me my
phone.
card.
I would like your card, please.
Okay. So they're asking about the box trailer. So I don't, they're not releasing the box trailer. Is that what I understand?
So it's a trailer. It was attached to the RV when it was towed.
Okay.
Okay? So they took it off of the RV and are now trying to call it a separate vehicle.
Okay.
So They gave her her RV back because you guys have no process. You allow them to define their own process. So I could literally go over there and just make any kind of agreement with them to get property back. But apparently not with this trailer, because now all of a sudden, since it doesn't have a VIN, she needs proof of ownership. Even though they waived all these other things of proof of ownership on the RV, because guess where the bulk of her valuables are? In her trailer.
Okay.
Thousands of dollars. We've got a generator, we've
Is her
got
ID
furniture.
and stuff in there?
She already got her ID.
that right? Okay.
So I need somebody, since I've got it in writing from the city of Englewood that there is no contract with Dick's and that you guys are operating on agreement and best practices, I need you to call over there and make an agreement with Dick's that it's in everybody's best interest for them to release that trailer back to Nicole.
And then who talked to him? Or he talked to him and then they said, no, it's a separate vehicle.
Nicole.
Nicole. And then what reason did they give her for not releasing that vehicle?
Because it doesn't have a VIN, according to them.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't looked at the report. Is it like a homemade trailer or is it that?
I don't think so. It was a black cargo trailer. It may have been homemade. I don't know.
Okay.
But it was enclosed and it served its function to store her property. And it, it was attached to the property that they already released to her.
And they detached it and then called it two separate.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me call Dick's
Okay.
and then let me give you a call back.
I'll wait right here.
You're gonna wait here?
Yep, I'm gonna wait right here for you to do that, because if this can get done, since Nicole was told when she left Dick's that she better get out of the area because we talk, the cops in Denver have already put a seizure notice on her RV today. How convenient is that? Nicole would like to get her damn trailer so she could get out of the area.
No, I get it, yeah.
So let's get her out of the area. Let's do it super fast.
Yeah, let me call Dick's. I'll get back to you.
Thank you. I'll wait right here. So this is interesting because you say that possibly the municipal will release it. That is all on him. That's why I can't figure out why Englewood has decided to make it one whole case. Why can't...
It happened at the same time, so they were out there for the same thing. So, I mean, I
But
think
they
that's-
weren't.
Yeah, that's the only reason I can think of that they made it one case.
Who has the authority to divide up the cases?
So she wants to know why both parties are under one case instead of having his case be separate than
Because they
Nicole's.
were-
I mean, I get why
Because they were arrested together.
that's fine, but
They were arrested together on that one case.
But
That's why.
that's not why they went out there. That's not why they made contact. That's why I can't understand why this whole RV thing,
Yeah.
Nicole's arrest was the reason for the contact, and then it just so happens that this other guy, who by the way,
Right.
is never gonna go to court,
Right. That's the
That
guy got
report-
arrested with her.
is never gonna get released. You see what's going on here?
Once his court date, once the court date comes up, which is what?
The 18th of
The
January.
18th, the courts will release it. They'll release, I think, just the initial report.
Once he's an FTA,
Yeah.
the
Did
courts.
you try to go over there?
Yeah, so that day, Nicole and I went back over there, and she asked them if she could get any of the information on him,
They didn't.
and they of course said no,
Right.
because he hadn't even appeared.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I do. It's right here. Do you want me to make a copy?
Yeah.
the thing is, the public wants to see that body cam footage of why Nicole was so bruised up by the Englewood PD.
Did you put in the request?
Yeah, we did finish that
Yeah.
that day, right? We decided it'd be best to get it in the queue. I paid the $25, but at this point, with the way the case, they're making those two arrests one case. That body cam footage isn't going to be released until the
What is she went on what, a FTA, right? She went on a warrant.
yes,
He went on
out of
what,
Arvada.
resisting? What
He also had a warrant
he has a warrant?
and picked up new charges.
Right.
And picked up charges.
And that was the municipal that resist. It was a resistant. Okay, that was the municipal court. Yeah, that's because it's probably because that's under him.
Yeah, but it was, that's what I said, that the whole case was together because they happened at the same time. That's
Right.
why they were there.
Right.
But if Englewood wanted to make those separate cases, they could.
She
I
said,
don't know.
"Who
You
has
wouldn't have
that
to.
power?"
You wouldn't
So
have to
who
talk to them.
has the authority to do that?
That's all patrol. You're gonna have to talk to a patrol supervisor, which Lieutenant Joe was just down here.
Yeah, he's
So when
coming
he
back.
when he
I'll
comes
ask
back,
him.
Ask him back. I don't know.
He's lieutenant over patrol now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Are you guys, okay, here's another question for you. Are you guys now the custodian of records if I were to come in here and do a request for the employee database?
what is it?
For the employee database for the police department, if I want name, position, rate of pay.
It's back to HR.
Yeah, see, that's, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks. I'll wait to see what he says.
Okay.
All right,
Appreciate it.
yep.
So, yeah, absolutely nothing. We're not going to get any of that. And here's why. Because I already know her boyfriend's not going to court. And that should be a separate case. It should be a completely separate case. He picked up charges, she didn't. They towed all her stuff on parking ordinance and took her in on a traffic warrant out of Arvada in Jefferson County. Which the reason she didn't show back up to court is because, get this, she'd gone through the whole process. She got a ticket for no insurance. So she'd gone through the whole process, went and got the insurance. The fine was like $500. And the judge told her that if she came back and could prove that she had a job, she would cut the fine in half. Interesting. You can't do that. So Nicole just didn't go back to court. And the funny thing is, she had a job. She just didn't have the money. Stupid. You know, these are all the reasons we get to take your stuff because you haven't complied. Okay, so Sergeant Jose, Lieutenant, he used to be a sergeant. Joel Jose is calling over to Dick's right now. Remember, they're operating on agreement and best practice. So I think we should agree right now that the best practice is to give her her stuff back. I mean, they already got $225 yesterday. Joel Jose is now a lieutenant. This dude just completely fell apart in my internal affairs complaint where he did an investigation. Remember the female cop? Remember the female cop over in at the Civic Center when she got flipped with me? Yeah, it was the complaint I filed on her. Where they have their predetermined outcome and then they create the narrative. Yeah.
Abby? There. Hi, how are you? All right, and if you need anything, just ask for Terry over there.
Terry, okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, see, the records people, there's good stuff going on behind that window right now. So they've made some changes there. That's awesome. Now if they could just revamp the entire police department, that'd be good too. So we're waiting for Sergeant Jose to make his phone call to Dix. We'll see what he comes back with. Oh dear, look who's here.
Are you Reagan?
Am I Reagan?
Yeah.
You know that I am Regan.
I was told to talk to you about this impound.
Yeah.
Okay, what questions do you have?
Why are you back out here? Lieutenant Jose was gonna be on the phone to take care of it.
Okay, well, I was told to come out here and talk to you about it, so that's all I know. Is there something I can
We'll
do
go
for
talk to Joel Jose about it. We just got done talking about it.
you? Okay, is there something I can do for you on this?
Yeah, the same thing Jose can do.
And what was that? I wasn't briefed on this.
Call Dix and tell them to release Nicole's trailer.
And Nicole is the owner of the trailer?
Yeah.
Does she have proof of ownership of the
We're not gonna go. Why are you out here?
I'm trying to help you. You said you needed help with this impound.
I didn't talk to you about that.
Okay,
Who sent you out here?
I was told to come out here and talk with
Who sent you out here?
Lieutenant Jose.
Why? Did he call Dix like he told me he was going to?
I don't know who he spoke to.
Well, go back and talk to Joel Jose and ask him what the fuck he's doing sending you out here. He told me he was going to call Dix and that he would come back out here. And he sends you out here?
Yes, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to help you out. So my question to you is, the owner of the trailer who you want it released to, does that individual have proof of ownership of the
No, she
trailer?
doesn't need proof of ownership.
Okay, what
They
this-
released her RV without proof of ownership. Remember, here's something you need to get educated on since you are also in the business of towing people's property. You see, the city of Englewood doesn't have a contract with Dix. So I've got it in writing from the city of Englewood. What's wrong? You want to look at these? Are these making you nervous? They're just glasses.
Not at all.
Okay, why are you following them?
You're kind of waving them around. So
Yeah,
that's all.
okay. There is no contract. So you guys are operating on agreement and best practices. So I told Joel Jose the best agreement and best practice right now is for you guys call Dix and tell them to give Nicole back her black trailer that you guys towed and took off of her RV that was part of her RV, and now that Dix is trying to call it a separate vehicle.
Well, I can get a hold of Dix and I can ask them questions about the trailer.
There are no questions to ask. You need to tell them to release that to Nicole.
Okay, well, I can't tell them how to operate their business.
Yeah, oh, sure you can, because it's in writing that the Englewood PD and Dix are working on agreement. You get that word, agreement.
I understand
So you
that
can
word.
get on the phone and agree to release her trailer.
I
Why do you
will-
keep staring at these? What do you want me to do? Put them down? Are they making you nervous? They're not a gun. They're not going to hurt you.
Ma'am, I will call Dix and I'll try to find out. Like,
No, tell them.
I'm not going to tell them.
You
anything.
can, and you should. And that's what Joel Jose said he was going to do.
Okay.
And he'd go call them and come back out here and talk to me. And he sent you out here?
Yeah.
Tell him that was a really stupid move and for him to get back out here after he talks to Dix.
Okay,
I'll wait.
I will call Dix and I'll try to figure something out, okay?
Thank you.
Who owns the vehicle?
It doesn't matter.
Well, I need to be able to ask them if they have ownership
Nicole.
on it.
They know Nicole quite well. You guys know Nicole quite well. You stole her property.
Well, I
This
didn't-
trailer included.
Do you have Nicole's last name?
It doesn't matter. Everybody knows Nicole. Everybody knows this situation now,
Okay, well,
including
I-
Dix.
I don't know her.
Then go look it up. You're gonna have to get the case number from the records ladies and go look it up and educate yourself. Or Joel Jose can do that for you. He's your lieutenant. Did they really just send him out here? They really just sent him out here. Ellie. So we're still not going to get any of the records.
The next issue is I need them to make those 2 separate cases so we can get that body cam released so the public can see. Now, remember Nicole said, you know, I kicked the camera in the car. I don't know what that meant. I'm trying to picture in my mind what camera she's kicking in the car. So it shouldn't be a problem for them to release that body cam footage showing us what went on in that car. He ghosted you. No, he split. Somebody didn't tell him who was out here. They sent Quizino out here. Remember Quizino? He and the other cop tried to tow Joey's stuff. They really just sent him out here. Are you Reagan? Yeah, Emily, you're probably right. Just give her damn trailer back. My glasses were scaring the shit out of him because I was talking with them in my hand. Oh, Ellie. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, hi, Jonathan. Good to see you. Cops protect big business and the continuity of government. I like that word choice. Continuity. Oh, thanks, DMA, for posting that. Aurora Transparency, how are you?
I'm coming up on next week, so I'm wondering how particular days and hours to do that.
These guys, this place.
1 to 3. Is there any chance the paperwork is so?
I mean, how convenient that we get that out of impound in Denver. McGregor.
Yeah.
I'll bet McGregor and all these guys are all buddies. They talk. They go home and text each other. They play video games with their headsets and they talk to each other. Hey, dude, you know, we gotta do something about Regan Benson. Why don't you get like one of your stupid detectives to write up a warrant? I mean, we're sick of her shit. I mean, she can't be doing this to us every day on camera. We got our reputation.
Can you throw in an extra sheet for the...
And I'm just saying that because I'm making reference to that story in Florida.
Yeah.
Those 2 deputies were playing video games together. Something went way wrong, and the one picked up his gun, just shot the other one, and killed him.
15th. Okay.
I'm sorry, I just...
And then bring you as 25 still.
How come I don't feel sad? How come I read stuff like that and go,
Okay.
sounds about
Thank you
right?
very much.
Brevard County. Is that what it is? Brevard? Brevard County. These 2, like, young 20-somethings. I'm assuming they were roommates. And they're deputies. And go home and play video games at night. Guarantee you one of them got pissed off at the other one, shot and killed him. That's their mentality. See, Quizino hasn't done anything with his Planet Fitness membership. Ugh. Yeah, the meter maid will come out next. Those guys from code enforcement, remember? they dig hard. They dig hard in Englewood. Oh, the big thing here now is snow shoveling. Everybody's all pissed off because the city isn't out there fining the shit out of people for not shoveling their sidewalks. My God, they only got so many tyrants in a given day. If you want it done, go do it yourself. So we're currently waiting now for Quizino to come back out here because Joel Jose, apparently, since he's the lieutenant, he gets to assign menial tasks to whoever he chooses to send out here to deal with Reagan. Plant maintenance lady. Thank you, Ellie. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you in here. Hey, thanks for everything that you do for us. Appreciate it. Don't forget to reload your gun glasses. Oh, look at that cute puppy. Oh, he's in training to bite people's wieners off. Oh, he's so cute. I'm just gonna turn him into an asshole. Oh no, we're just gonna use him to sniff out dirty socks. In the department, we had some extra money, so we're getting a dirty sock sniffing dog. We can do a lot of jockstrap confiscation, so you really don't need them anywhere here anyway. I agree, Aurora, I do. Jen, wow, thank you very much.
Hey, Reagan.
It's Regan, not Reagan.
What is it? I'm sorry?
Regan.
Regan, I'm sorry about that. Hey, so I talked to Dick's Towing. What they advise is it's their policy that they will not release vehicles unless they have proof of ownership on the vehicle. They did say that your friend did provide proof of ownership on the RV, and that's why they released the RV. According to them, like for example, the example he gave me is somebody comes, if they tow a pickup truck that has a Harley Davidson motorcycle on the back of it, they separate that as two vehicles. They don't just take it as one because the Harley could be stolen. The same thing in this case, even though the enclosed box trailer was attached to the RV, it's still considered two vehicles.
There's no hold, okay? So you guys have no reason to have Dick's keep it.
Right.
You guys ordered them to tow it. So you guys have the authority to tell them to release it.
But we don't, and I just...
But you do because you don't have a contract.
Okay, I just tried to ask him questions about releasing that vehicle. The guy from Dick's Towing.
What guy did you talk to?
I don't recall his name.
You don't even know who the hell you talked to?
No, he's talking
Okay,
on the
well,
phone.
different people say different stuff at Dick's depending on what time of day it is.
Okay, well,
Who did you talk to?
I don't recall his name, but what I'm telling
You didn't even call.
I did.
No, you didn't. You don't even know who the hell you talked to? You didn't call. Send Lieutenant Jose back
I
here,
think he's
please.
gone for the day. I can't find him.
Oh, he's split. He sent you out here and split.
Okay. They are more than happy to release that enclosed box trailer for someone who can provide proof of ownership. I asked him about a VIN or a serial number on the trailer. He says it appears to have been ground down. He's concerned about it being a stolen trailer.
Then-
That's one of the reasons why he's not willing to release it unless somebody can come forward and provide some type of ownership on that enclosed trailer.
Okay, you guys took it. So you guys took ownership of it. You cleared it. You don't have a hold on it. It's clearly not stolen. You're not putting an investigative hold on it. Tell Dix to release it. So if they don't release it, what happens to all of the property in that trailer?
That's a civil issue with Dix and whoever owns it. That has nothing to do with the police department now.
It has everything to do with the police department because you took it.
We impounded that vehicle because reading the report here.
So what you're telling me is that you go out and you collect tows for Dix to do whatever the hell they want with? Is that what you're saying you do?
That is not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you're saying
That's
that
not
you're
what
doing.
That's not what I'm saying.
You allowed them, Englewood PD is allowing Dix to keep that property based on whatever they decide they want to do.
They are more than happy. They don't want to keep it there. They would be more than happy to release it to the owner.
Do you know that they only had her provide a notarized copy of a bill of sale?
That is what he told
for
me, yes.
proof of ownership of
That is
her
what he told
RV?
me, yes.
And you think that she's now what? Got to provide another copy like that for a trailer that was attached to her RV?
The issue we have here is that, according to them, the serial number on that trailer appears to be ground down.
Okay, then go out there
Okay.
and do an investigation.
So they're concerned of releasing stolen property to somebody who's not the legal owner of that.
Then how are we going to solve that? If that is the concern,
That she would need to satisfy them. Now, from the RV standpoint, she provided notarized bill of sale, is what they told me, and you just confirmed that, and they released the RV to
Mm-hmm.
her. If she can provide some type of notarized copy of something
No.
saying she's the owner of that, they will release it.
so
to her.
we can go to a notary and she can put in writing, I own this trailer, and she can notarize that.
If they're willing to accept that, then yes. It is really up to what they are willing to accept.
You know what? It's not going to work like this. You guys are orchestrating stolen property. You are allowing Dix to steal the property.
They don't want the property.
Then release it.
Provide proof of ownership.
No, release it. You have the
Anything else I can
authority
do for
to
you?
release it. And Sergeant Jose didn't finish. You got to find somebody else who's going to come out here and explain to me why you wrapped up
Nobody
one
else is
case.
going to come out here and talk to you.
I was told by Jose that he was coming back out here. The records women told me to ask him what we're going to do about dividing up the cases that you drummed up that are one case. They need to be two cases.
What case-
There were two
is this
arrests
reference to
on
this?
this. Yes.
That I don't know about.
Exactly. Jose is going to answer the question for me. So call him. I'll wait.
Okay, well, he's not here. Okay.
That little fucking weasel sent you out here and then fucking left?
Okay.
Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm telling you is he's not in his office. I went to his office when I first went back after I talked to you the first time. He's not in his office. I walked around the
You
station.
told me he left.
I'm assuming he's left because
Well,
he's not
go
here.
fucking call somebody.
I'm not going to call anybody.
Go call somebody.
Anything else I
Do
can
your
do for
job. You haven't done your job.
Okay, anything
Go
else I can do for you?
Yes. Go get Jose or somebody else. Go get a commander.
That's
Go
not
get
gonna happen.
go get a commander. I
I-
want to know when
I've-
we're gonna see this
listen.
body cam footage. No, you listen.
I've tried to help you out
No,
as
you
best I
haven't.
can.
No, you
Anything
haven't.
else? Maybe come back tomorrow and ask for Lieutenant Jose tomorrow.
No, go
Okay?
get him. You fucking fat fuck. You haven't even done anything with that Planet Fitness membership. Why? Why? You suck. Quit. You're fucking horrible. Bunch of pussies. The women have more fortitude here than the men do, and they don't even carry fucking guns. Well, that's that. They're gonna steal her shit. They don't want it, but they do. They don't want it. So they're concerned about it being stolen property. Well, then go fucking eliminate that it's not stolen property. So the contents of the trailer. So the VIN's ground down because they can't fucking produce a title on the VIN. So get the property out of the trailer. They're certain that the property is suspect. They're so certain that they're going to steal it. That's what they're certain of. They're so certain that they're going to steal it. They don't want the RV because the RV takes up way too much space. It's going to be a hell of a lot better deal to take people's property, smaller property, this way and recover those costs and make money and do your buddies a favor. We got no contract. We're operating on agreement and best practices. So, we need to do, it's 3:45. I think I'm going to call it a day, actually. So, yeah, and they also have a policy that they're supposed to inventory everything. Sergeant Jose, what an upstanding little coward. Maybe I should just go do the records request. Over at the Civic Center. See if I can stink it up in there. Standards of behavior over at the Civic Center, you're not allowed to stink. Does anybody want to go stink it up over there with me? Yeah, DJ, well, Nicole's gonna have to, I don't know, she's gonna have to go get another, notarized piece of paper. Emily, do you want to go over there and stink it up? It's 3:45, so probably not today, huh? Because I need some more records. I also need the inventory. So they handed me the policy. Remember that idiot that came over here to explain why he hemmed them up? So in that policy, Englewood has an agreement that either they or Dick's are going to inventory all of that property. So, I'm just trying to figure out, I mean, they're not going to do their job. This police department is absolutely not going to do it. So, maybe I need to go back to the window. At the very least, make a records request for the case, for that case reference of the tow for the inventory. They never did take inventory of her RV. Remember, we got them on the phone saying, yeah, we inventory everything. And then we take things that are illegal, like guns. And I'm like, everything, huh? Right down to her underwear? Well, not everything is, no, not everything. Right. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get a quick inventory Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. They're gonna do what they want. Have you ever heard of an auditor by the name of Josh? He goes by Accountability for All. You mean AFA? Yeah, we did. Ellie, I can't. Hang on. Yeah, I just can't. It's, I don't have the right phone set up today. Go to the person in here that says she sold her the trailer. Do you have information on the trailer? There's somebody in here saying, oh, thank you, Wigglewalks. I appreciate that. Good to see you in here. Thanks for joining. Somebody's in here saying that. Okay, that's great. So if somebody has sold her that trailer, yeah. So she needs to get that notarized copy. So Regan, Phyllis, his comment says Dix said the police put a hold on it. Oh? Did you call over there, Phyllis? They better hope they've got some probable cause. I mean, yeah, I'm sure, you know, the city attorney is probably telling them, okay, guys, double down. Rachel, hey. Oh, Mike and Moon. Okay. Okay, Rachel, through their nonprofit. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, good point, Hans. So, well, they're not. Remember, so we have it in writing that they've got no contract, no standard of operating procedures, nothing. They just operate on agreement and best practices. None of them know what those are. So Englewood Police Department actually has a policy that states that there will be an inventory done on all towed vehicles by them or their designee, I believe was the word. Don't quote me on it, but it's supposed to be done. Rachel, yeah, Mike and Moon. They've been getting campers for free or through donations. Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, Jeanette, here, it's interesting. I'm not 100% sure on this particular trailer attached to her RV as an extension of her home. But trailers, yes, we have a process where you can go get a VIN inspection. You know, I mean, it's interesting because I've had people dump trailers on my property. They're not stolen. So I can take them over to do a VIN verification, and the state patrol will assign a VIN, but I can't do it without a title. You tell me. So that trailer becomes what? Junk? Because the government says it's not usable anymore? This stuff is just, it's just stupid. It's just stupid. And it's a way for them to swoop in and steal shit. So, Yeah, I've been out here for 5 years, and from the door, my camper has been registered and titled, and it's the only reason I actually never lost it when they tried to take it. Yeah, but what about now, Rachel? It was, but... Yeah, Rachel is a friend out here on the streets. Oh yeah, they took the money for that. You better believe it. Possession of the law. Possession being 9/10 of the law. Thank you. No, we have to prove that. I don't know who Frank is, Rachel. Says Wes. If the VIN is ground off, how do they know if it's stolen? I rip those tags off my mattress when I get it home. Doesn't make it stolen. I don't believe anything they're saying anyway. I have to see this shit to even believe it. Nicole's been driving around with, you know, her home that she stole with all her stuff in it. DMA. Dick said the VIN is ground off and it's stolen. Did they say that? So if it's ground off, it's stolen? What proof do they have that it's stolen? Yeah, Jeanette, 100%. Yeah, so she should report it stolen now. Matthew, it's a criminal racket. I had my RV stolen by who? Los Angeles Sheriff's Department? Yeah, we were just talking about that. How those cases in California aren't proving to be in our favor either. She has to bring the notarized bill of sale to get it back. That's all? So Mike and Moon sold it to her. It wasn't impounded, it was literally stolen. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, this is just a trailer, and this is just a small little homemade cargo type trailer that she carries all of her stuff in. Her generator's in there, some of her furniture that she moves in and out of the RV. Yeah, nobody's reported it stolen. Well, you know, on the flip side, whoever's reported it stolen is going to have to prove it's theirs. I mean, somebody needs to investigate. Who would do that? Investigation. So, we're not going to make any progress with this. They've been operating like this for quite some time. I think the investigation piece is another layer of government that we're supposed to depend on to come in and investigate how long they've been operating like this with Dick's Towing. Englewood, Sheridan, all their government contracts that they don't have any contracts on, and they're only operating on agreement and best practices. Well, where are the best practices? I haven't seen any laws that state this is how this vehicle has to be released, and if it's not released this way, we get to steal it, we get to keep it. I haven't seen any of those laws. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I've looked briefly. I'm gonna have to dig a little bit harder. Yeah, Shauna, thank you. Rachel, the guy that does the garbage, Always has a hat on. Oh, Ralph? You mean Ralph? Not Frank. Ralph coming out here and stealing people's stuff? Yeah. They steal everybody's stuff every day anyway. I've said that. MLH, the Attorney General does need to get involved. But it's going to take more than my complaint. So I'm going to have to go through the same process you would if you would just Google Colorado State Attorney General, file a complaint. 2 complaints need to be filed with the Attorney General and with the Public Utilities Commission. Okay? Now, we went through this before with filing these complaints on Dick's and these towing practices when we saw what they did with Joey's. We just didn't know exactly what the practices were until they actually took Nicole's. So Englewood uses municipal code parking violations as a reason to tow. So I don't know exactly what they put in this report for their reason of confiscating her home because she tried to cooperate and they instead arrested her on a traffic warrant out of Arvada. So this is why I wanted to push on getting those reports divided up. Those are 2 separate cases. They literally went there with the intent for this traffic infraction, decided they were going to take it further with Nicole, run her, steal her home based on their bullshit lies about how she was parked on the sidewalk, where there was no sidewalk. They even took their own pictures. And then they initiated entry into her RV. Her boyfriend was in there, and well, I don't know what happened. They drummed up a new charge on him, interference, from what I'm being told, because he wouldn't give them the keys. Well, I don't understand why he's obligated to give the keys. I mean, there are just so many freaking things wrong here. So many things. Okay? So we heard Dick say several different things on the first live stream about what they were going to do to have her get her camper out. She needed ID. We don't have ID. It's in the camper. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take her jail paperwork. Take her over there. They don't even ask her who the hell she is. They just let her in. And then I catch him on camera saying, no, we didn't check her ID. We let her have her stuff. And then he agrees to let her come back the next day because she still couldn't find her cell phone. She apparently goes back. I didn't make that trip. And she was told, absolutely not. You can't because my boss watched Regan's live stream and he's pissed and blah, 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 blah. You see, there's some serious freaking problems here. There's some serious problems here. So if you are so inclined, please go back to the Colorado Department of Regulatory Agencies. DORA, Department of Regulatory Agencies in the state of Colorado. No, they don't. They have no contract at all. Connolly's / Dick's, who they claim Dick's is their subcontractor. Okay? So the Department of Regulatory Agencies oversees the Public Utilities Commission that oversees towing practices in the state of Colorado. Okay? So we need a complaint there, and we also need a complaint with the State Attorney General's office. And you need to ask for a response because this is for public information. This is public awareness. And these are government entities operating with private entities with no rules of engagement other than what flavor of the hour it is. You get it? Okay, and it doesn't have to do just with Nicole. This is much deeper. They've been doing this for a long time. How much property have they confiscated? There needs to be an investigation. Ellie, this is what my records request says. Deputy Chief Vance Fender is working on a new contract, but as of now, We are operating on agreement and best practice. Yes, that is the response that we got. Yeah. So Ellie did a request, and that's the response she got as well. Yeah, we're operating on agreement and best practice. What is best practice? You got any law citation on those best practices? No contract. Sue Dix. They can't hide behind the city. I honestly do think there is a case here in small claims court. If we can't, if we can't get any movement or any answers, I don't know. It's absurd. Best know how to bend over. Yeah, that's pretty much what it boils down to. Justice has been served. Amen. Amen, Dennis. Nicole needs to sue Dix, Connolly's, and Englewood. All are liable. You know, a person can go into small claims court with a pretty typically what's the right word that I'm looking for? Sympathetic judge, because most people do represent themselves in small claims court. Okay, Ellie, that's what I thought. Your records request wasn't for the contract. It was for a copy of their certificate of insurance. So, because they have no contract, they have no certificate of insurance. So, they're operating with no insurance, assumably, as well. Better Business Bureau complaints. Canada's watching. Yeah, Better Business Bureau is pretty worthless here in Colorado, but yeah, I mean, it's worth it. I'd like to see a mass effort around the Department of Regulatory Agencies through the Public Utilities Commission that oversees towing practices, as well as the State Attorney General, to determine how long they've been operating like this. Yeah, Ghost Rider, it may be, but I mean, who in activism right now can say they've gotten a response from the AG's office since Weiser took office? I mean, there's another worthless layer. I've tried twice, never even gotten a response. But I think if more would do that and keep the proof that they've done that, one can only buy their way to a good BBB rating, of course, and especially with, you know, government partnerships with no contracts. The next one, Sheridan, for real. Dix and Sheridan are tight. And hey, Denver Metro Audits, if you're listening, there's a Sergeant Connolly over there. We need to rule out that he's not associated with Connolly's towing. Connolly's and Dix right across the street from the Sheridan Municipal Complex where the cop shop is. It's deep. Connolly is who owns it, Jeremiah. We did the research on this. Actually, Ellie did the research on this. And Englewood has an old contract with Connolly's. And Ellie, did you go that deep with Connolly's? I have a name on that Connolly contract. Did I send you that? I'm gonna have to send you that. We need to look at that again. Since they have no contract, which means they are not insured, they have to prove they didn't remove the VIN. Impossible to prove. Negative, meaning they are liable. Yeah, we have no idea what's gone on with that property since it's been out of sight and out of Nicole's custody. That's what I was worried about with getting her RV out. But they obviously meant what they said when they told her to get out of the area because we talk. McGregor was Johnny on the spot today over in District 4 to go target her and put a seizure notice on it. I can't stop it. I just can't stop it. Yeah, Shauna, a reason they're changing. Yep. Wonder if anyone has relatives from tow companies working for the city. It would take a lot of work to uncover that. But that again is why some things are going to change, and I'm going to start spending a little more time peeling back these layers of the onion. So yeah, good question, Ghost. I don't know who made their toe slip. Yeah, I don't know, Ghost. All right, y'all. At any rate, I think I'm probably going to end this and call it a day. Thanks, James. I can't stop it, but you do a great job making it very public so they can't hide it. And that's all I can do. And so we're going to have to continue to do that. That's right, Ellie. Thank you. It expired in 19. How does BBB get paid? One of the ways BBB earns its money is by charging businesses to be accredited. Thanks, Melanie, for being in here. Appreciate it. Jonathan, you're 20 miles away. Broke down. I'll pay whatever. No, don't do that. Ache Artist, hey, good to see you in here. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you, Aurora. See you soon. Real soon. They're trying to torture peeps out of the city, so why make it harder for them by keeping them in the system? You heard me say it. Release her damn trailer right now so I get her the hell out of the area. You want her gone? Okay, give her her shit back so she can survive. Let's get her out of the area. She's a person. We don't like how it looks, so we got to get rid. Hey, how's everybody enjoying this social class warfare in America? You digging it? How's it working out? I'm ready for the civil disobedience part. Well, civil disobedience lands you in jail. Ask Regan. She knows. Go recharge my mental batteries. Thank you, Damon. Hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you for a while. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, they don't want her gone. They know exactly what they are doing. Yeah, that's a good point, MLH. It's very sad. We're in a spiraling state of affairs. And it's getting worse every day. So it's depressing. Phyllis, crazy. Colorado never stops the game of the rubber room. Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, everyone have a nice evening. I think I might be seeing a few of you a little later, and I'm really looking forward to it. Stay tuned. Activism is going to change. It's going to take a new approach, a harder look. This person isn't going to change. I'm still who I am, but the approaches are going to change, and they're not going to feel good on the right people. Thanks, Shauna. See you guys soon.